and I hit the button.
Do it. We're doing it live.
All right.
Doing it live.
In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss public executions. We fire off some BS for an hour, and as usual, we make an Emmy-worthy program. Too bad no one will ever see it. With me this week is the seeing Oracle. Oracle once publicly executed a dog.
Yeah,
That's not a joke.
Yeah, he fucking did.
Oops.
We've also got a fluffy teddy bear. Teddy is obsessed with playing with himself.
Oh, get off of Starfield, you
This
son of a
covered
bitch.
Ashtray. The only thing Ashtray has ever executed publicly is a bottle of gin. Why? Gin. That's
Fucking
why.
gin.
Last and least, I'm the mystic, and when your dog goes missing, you don't search for an hour and call it quits. You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog. Oh, wait,
you
found it. Oracle killed it. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Biggity bam.
Man, I
That
like
was a
dogs.
swift
I really
intro.
do.
And also,
Yeah, I know, but
every
you made
time
it
my
look
dog
bad.
gets out, yeah,
He did it.
That story was
He
bad.
did it out of love. I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest.
love. What? Like Old
One of
Yeller.
the few stories I've
Yeah,
ever heard where he really
old
did
Yeller.
that.
Old Yeller wasn't with a shovel, bro. Come on, man.
Gotta shoot you
Before
in the
we
face
start-
because you're rabid.
Anyway, before we start,
Oh shit! Right. Oh, that's what they
let's
call it.
talk about Wobbles.
Yeah.
Wobbles, the polar bear.
He can't say
And, what
with your
happened
face.
to Wobbles is she's now at the Dane County Humane Society because she doesn't have a leg, and it's because she was fucking these seals up, and they were like, "Fuck that!" They got a mob together. They beat the shit out of that bear, and they ate its leg. And
Right.
we'd
So
like
it
to pour one out for it in our way, and that's by smoking some weed. So
The
here's to you, Wobbles.
seal super pack, because the seals are super cute compared to a polar bear. Fucking Wobbles lost his contract with Coca-Cola.
Yep.
Fell on hard times.
Right.
Got
Ashtray, this is my
canceled on
show.
Twitter.
Oh my god,
Yep.
Twitter's the worst for polar bears.
God damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called X now. It's not even Twitter.
That's right.
Anyway,
We'll still call it
Moving
Twitter.
on.
reason I thought of this was because we'll get to it, but I found out that the first what they consider a tailgate or tailgating event was the Battle of Bull Run,
Was that Civil War, right?
Civil War, 1861. Literally, congressmen and their wives and kids and shit, and like people that had money, got together and had a picnic and watched the Battle of Bull Run,
Mm-hmm.
and actually
Wow.
ended up getting like
This is
trampled and shit.
Near
by the
DC, right?
What?
Wasn't it near Washington D.C.?
No, Bull Run was in like fucking
Wasn't it like
Okay.
South Dakota or some
Carolina
shit?
or some
All
shit.
right.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Carolina. Yeah, it was South Carolina. Yeah.
I'll get to it later. Anyway, we'll get more into that. But I thought about that, and I'm like, that's basically like going to watch a public execution. And I was
Sure.
like, that's crazy. But then I was like, no, it's not, because we've had those
Yeah.
since the beginning of time, literally.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's a form of capital punishment which members of the general public may voluntarily attend. Or in some cases, like fucking England in like the 15th, 16th century, it was mandatory. Like
you
had
better
to
show up to
up.
that public execution.
Yeah,
Oh, I've
dude.
got irritable
I mean, did
bowel
they-
syndrome. I can't make it. Get the
Did they
fuck
go
up
around
to
like
the
knocking on people's doors and like making sure they came or something? Or
Yeah, well, I'm sure it was like one of those things where like, rumors get around that you weren't at the fucking
Yeah.
hang.
Well, and also from the capital punishment side, they're like, we want everyone to see it, so you fucking learn.
Well, and that's what it is. It's a deterrent. It was mainly obviously used as a deterrent, but at the same time, ancient Roman times, that's basically a public execution that gladiators
Yeah,
were, and that
Oh
was
yeah,
just
definitely.
for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like that was.
well, that was
like-
more. I would think more of the Christians that they fed to the animals and shit would be more public execution.
Yeah, well, like Macedonia, Persia, Jerusalem, Phoenicia, Rome, and Carthage all had some form of gladiatory events. You know what I mean? Whether they be
Yeah.
small or
And
large.
I think a lot of times they would like feed fodder to them, like the Christians or whatever.
Yeah, to the
because the gladiators were expensive as fuck to like train.
to
Yeah,
train
keep
for
them
the-
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says, always had the meat they threw to him.
So China, public executions, obviously, they're the oldest fucking culture on the planet. They're going to be, the first ones to do it. But
Blame
they
China.
did it as recently as the 60s and 70s under Mao Zedong.
Yeah.
Really?
Just public fucking, they would publicly execute anybody who was against the regime. Just to show.
Look at Tiananmen Square. They just ran them over with tanks.
Right? Yeah, no shit. Medieval Islam, obviously, for sodomy mostly, is what it says. Because,
Me and Ashtray be fucked.
Yeah, right? Just because we ate some ass to be like, that's sodomy. Not really, but, you...
So it was a big thing in medieval Europe. They fucking loved their public executions, man. There was the dudes with the big swords. There was the guys with the axes. We're talking French with the guillotine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has been a huge thing, but none as big as the witch trials. Not necessarily just in our country, but in Europe. And we'll get to those real quick. So between 14 and 1782, so 1400, 1782, there were around 40 to 60,000 killings of suspected witchcraft.
Holy shit.
That was, you said, from 1400 and
What time frame?
1700?
So 382 years. So
Okay,
1400
this one,
to
sure.
1782.
That's
Okay,
still
gotcha,
a
okay.
lot.
And how many?
Between 40
60,000?
and 60,000 people executed as witches.
Yeah, that's more than one a year.
That's way more than one a year.
I know.
So that's the thing. Some witch hunts would last for years, and some sources estimate 100,000 trials occurred.
Jesus Christ.
So that's like an estimate. Like, that's just in
That's just women trying
that's
to
just
be
in Europe,
themselves.
right? So that's just in like the European fucking area. Then you got to think of the American witch trials.
The Salem shit that went down over
Yeah.
here.
And then you have also the fucking Africa.
Really?
They shit out of some motherfuckers down there for like some weird black magic witchcraft and shit.
Why that?
Like they liked witchcraft, but
Right,
not
yeah,
like
Take notes.
I was thinking like African cultures are more open to witchcraft. So you get stuff.
So that's French. Basically, we've been burning motherfuckers for a very long time.
Yeah.
For being witches, and I don't understand like what people were so scared of, dude.
Witches.
Well,
they were scared of witches, Mystic.
I think also they often attribute to that being like, oh, any independent woman could be labeled a witch.
Right?
Like a woman who actually, like, for whatever reason, especially you think of those old ancient tribes, just like they could grow their own shit and sustain themselves. Oh, must be a witch.
Yeah, I think it was because people were dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, of course they're dumb,
I mean, yeah.
but also it's like when a woman tries to be independent, it's easy to say that they're a witch back when everybody's dumb.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Like once people became smarter, had more money and shit, they were like, maybe because she doesn't like to just fucking get married at 13.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Do you think there's a modern equivalent? Because throughout history we always think that we're a lot better than what we were in the past, but maybe it's just been replaced with some other form.
I think it's been replaced with religion.
Well, I mean,
they had
was
religion
always
back
there, Teddy.
then.
Religion's religion was back then
But
too.
what about a
what
public
you're saying-
execution? Like,
as far as a modern public
I mean,
execution?
don't they still do the show in the Middle East? So they'll stone people and
What
shit.
did you say? I guess I didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't hear.
rephrase the question.
So we always think that we're a lot smarter than our ancestors or whatever, but we kind of, human nature is kind of always doing up to the same shenanigans or whatever. And I'm just wondering, we can't get away with public executions in most societies. But, is there an equivalent?
When do you think I'm sorry, an equivalent like in modern society?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Well,
No, but when do you think? Let's all go around and guess when the last public execution in the United States was.
Probably like
Last public execution
1950.
Are we talking cop killings, or are we just talking
Yeah,
like?
no, I would say maybe probably back in the
Are we
Civil
talking
War.
like sanction, like
People came
sanction
to
shit?
see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
okay.
people would actually come out and watch it.
Yeah.
Outside of like like the immediate family who go, like they still can today.
If those white folks had done their, if those white folks done their job, would have seen a
No, I'm
January
not-
6th.
Back in the Civil War.
This is above the people who needed to be there for whatever the fuck that reason is.
Sure, where it's like anyone who's not
Mhm.
related can come. And,
yes.
Yeah, I'm
And-
guessing like Civil War.
Not only that, but guess how many people came to watch.
I'm gonna say 1950,
Especially if they
200.
knew it was the last one. Last public execution, everybody,
No,
get
I
your
don't think
fucking tickets.
I don't think they knew it was the last one.
Oh yeah.
I would say probably 1967, 68, and I'm gonna say
Was it 300?
probably like a couple thousand.
This is like The Price is
Uh-huh.
Right.
I know, right? You're the
Right?
closest not going over.
Ashtray, what do you got? $1?
300, I said 300.
300? Oh shit! Wow, you guys are way underestimating the disgustingness of the American population. 20,000 people came to watch Rainey Bethea hang in 1936,
Damn.
which was turned out to be the last public execution in the United
Holy
States.
shit.
Crowds of to 100,000 people would watch executions in the United States at the height of public hangings in this country.
right, but-
We are some sick motherfuckers.
Well, okay, so but does that count the hangings in the South? When they catch a brother and do it in the
that
town?
was-
or
No,
something?
those weren't public executions. Those were
I
lynchings.
mean, those are public in the
Yeah,
town. Though. I
those
mean,
weren't-
they.
No,
those
I know
were
what you
cons-
mean.
those
They
were
were
where
public,
people-
but they weren't
Where
like,
this was
hey.
scheduled, where it was
Okay, I got
a
you.
scheduled event
I
where
got
people
you.
would,
Okay.
Saturday at 5. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go watch
right?
this.
Everybody get your tickets and
Okay,
bring your
I got it.
blankets.
Right.
Lynchings were more
So-
spontaneous.
There's one. Let's get him.
Yeah, so
Pretty much.
modern day
Pretty much.
2012. Amnesty International in 2012, public executions were known to have been carried out in Iran, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, and Somalia. So that
All
was
great
like,
tourist spots, by the way. Great
Yeah.
food, great people.
Good cheap tickets.
yeah. So where was this? Urging the establishment. Yeah, so that's like kind of the last time. I mean, I'm sure it still happens.
Wait, so that was the last time in America, but like, I guess, yeah. Are there cross,
2012 around the world was like the last time that it says
2012?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
That shit fucking that they
Where
know.
was that again? Was
That it was Somalia, North
Iran.
Korea. Like that
Somalia.
shit could be happening
No.
every day in North Korea. We
Somalia
don't
and
fucking
North
know.
Korea
Right.
are the kind of states where it's like, yeah, we expect that.
I bet there's like some crazy shit on like the dark web.
Yeah. Oh yeah. dude.
Like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be where you can watch. I mean, they've made movies about that shit. Whatever they make movies about is real, right?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, that's what Hollywood told me.
Yeah.
I bet they're doing public executions on the moon.
So that brought me around. This brings us around to full circle to tailgating, because you have 20,000 people coming to
Yeah.
watch a public execution.
Think of the logistics.
Oh, damn well. Exactly. You know damn
They're
well
selling
people were selling
t-shirts and
food.
shit.
Yeah.
shirts,
Back then,
all
people
kinds
would have
of
been
shit,
selling
dude.
T-shirts if they had them.
So on this history channel fucking article I was reading, so
bet
the
people were
modern
selling
tailgate
cakes.
actually has roots in ancient Greece and Rome, when they would have fall harvests, and they would have like big festivals and shit, to celebrate the harvest before like sporting events or fucking killing a bunch of
gladiator
Christians.
events or whatever it is, chariot races they did in ancient Greece.
Pre-game.
Yeah, right.
So like,
Yeah, I never thought
so-
about the Colosseum
when I
having
think of-
tailgates outside.
so when I think of these people coming to watch this tailgating, to watch the Battle of Bull Run, So the residents of Washington packed picnic baskets and loaded into carriages and buggies for a day in the Virginia. So it's in Virginia.
Yeah,
Virginia
okay,
country.
Virginia, but yeah, it was like I think this is the same one where it's like Washington D.C. literally camped
Just
out.
let him tell the
This is
story.
Sorry,
Thank you.
rounding out my original
So
point.
rather than listen to the bucolic sounds of nature, they followed the sounds of artillery to watch from afar the first major showdown of the Civil War for the Battle of Bull Run. So Union capital John Tidball witnessed a throng of sightseers and peddlers in carts loaded with pies and other edibles. The provisions were more out of necessity than frivolity, according to the American Battlefield Trust, because the 25-mile carriage ride from the nation's capital took upward of 7 hours.
Damn.
The onlookers hoped the visiting squad would score a quick victory in what became known as the picnic battle. Positioned miles from the action, spectators gazed through opera glasses and complained of the obstructed views from the smoke and trees. Despite its nickname, the battle turned out to be no picnic for Union forces, because when the Union fled from the battle, that they were getting their ass kicked by the South,
By the South, yeah.
and they fucking literally ran over the spectators.
Holy shit.
The Union soldiers win, and fucking like just
Oh my
ran
God.
through their shit, fucked it all up.
Fuck their
Oh
picnic.
man,
My
Shit.
pie.
that's actually
fucking up my
pretty
picnic.
great.
Yeah.
I'd never heard
So-
of that.
Just so 8 years later, young Americans confronted each other on football fields, starting with Rutgers and Princeton. That's basically when like the modern tailgate, as we know it now, like when Packer fans go fucking ape shit at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Yo,
on a
with those cheese
Sunday.
hats, man.
Getting
It's kind of
psyched.
creepy.
fucking
It's
parking
real
lot.
creepy. Yo, with those cheese hats.
it's fucking community.
Thank the Battle of Bull Run.
Huh.
Bull Run.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
was that a dog? Oh,
Yes.
perfect
Oh, stop.
timing. Battle of Bull-
Jesus.
Your noise gate on your fucking Skype was just like ready for it.
Yeah, sorry.
I gotta eat something quick.
My dog's an asshole.
You gotta eat something quick. Jesus Christ.
Only one of my dogs is an asshole. The other
Fucking
one-
dogs are barking,
Mystics on-
Mystics
Mystics on
eating.
video. I gotta eat something quick.
Fuck
Gotta
off.
Moving along.
All right, moving on to the what's sexy.
God, now you sound like War Machine when you chew it on the microphone.
I know.
Oracle. Apple Man.
So I got a couple apple trees on the property.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
look at you sowing your roots there,
Yep.
sowing your oats.
And I got a
Roots
shit
and
ton of
oats.
apples. I've had a shit ton of apples.
Oh, nice. What kind? Do you know what tree? Like
I don't
kind
know
of
what
apples
kind.
are? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't bother.
I just
apples
fucking eat them, man.
falling everywhere.
Harvest them and eat them. So we've made several cakes, pies, apple sauce.
Too many apples,
Thing.
Okay,
man.
now Carolyn is doing all this hard
Oh
work.
yeah,
right?
she's
Of
doing it.
action.
But I peel it. I peel
Okay,
it.
you've helped.
I
You
peel
help.
peel
Peel?
the apples. Yep. And
Do you have
and
a peeler, or do you
I have
use
a
a knife?
peeler. Oh fuck no. No
Yeah,
way am I.
Fucking techno bro like him doesn't have an automated peeler. Fucking probably solar powered.
It's not
Yeah.
automated. I'm just a thumb
No, you
and,
gotta
and a
crank
knife. You
it,
just
man.
fucking
No, dude. If I had a knife, I wouldn't even have fingers left. I'd be peel. I have to peel so many fucking apples. No, it's so nice to just go out there like after work, go harvest some apples,
Right?
and
Just pick
give
up
them
the
to my
gloves and
wife
fill.
and be like, "Bake me a cake."
Right?
And
make me a pie, mother.
It's as wholesome
have a
as
cake.
like getting fresh eggs from the chicken.
yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it.
Make me a cake.
I think I'm
Wow.
gonna fucking just get a bunch of fruit trees and just plant a shit ton. Just harvest.
Just
awesome.
harvest. How long or how big is your backyard? Do you have in this place?
Big enough.
And we've got an acre lot.
Oh, that's a good size
Oh wow,
space,
that's a
man.
backyard. I mean,
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
acre.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's nice. I don't know. I thought it would be kind of annoying, like the deer come out in the morning and shit.
I
but-
thought it'd be annoying. Oh wait, nature's actually something.
this
nice
is
and appreciate.
rewarding. I like
Yeah, right.
this.
Oh yeah,
As
all
long as
your
I can-
ancient like
as
your
long as I can
evolutionary things,
eat
like,
it.
Damn,
This is good. If I
this is the
can't eat
real
it,
life.
yeah, then it can fuck itself.
Then fuck it. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
But this is nice. I like this.
Awesome.
There
Word.
we go. Word to
All
you.
right. Now we're moving on to Teddy. Son being more social.
Okay, so my son's like his mother. She wasn't very social. And he's not either. I make him read for half an hour a day. And I learned at school that he was not playing on the playground. He wasn't like he would hang out with the teacher during recess and shit. And so I made him a deal. If he goes out and he meets somebody and he's social and plays somebody on the playground, and I can verify it, then then he doesn't have to read for half an hour a day. The main reason I made this deal with him is because
This is out. Like, be social, and you don't have to read for a half hour a day.
Yes, but the main
Actually,
reason I
that's
made
not
this
a
deal.
bad idea.
Anyway, the main reason I made it, the main reason I made this deal is because he's been doing. I'm having to read for half an hour a day for the past 2 years, and he's finally caught, and he's found a book series of a few books and book series that he likes to read. The Wayside books he loves to read. So he's been reading on his own, and he hasn't really realized that. I come to his room and find him read instead of playing
Yeah.
Pokemon.
That's the
Mm.
best. when they don't realize
But
it.
because of this, he's been so much more social. He's been playing on the playground. The teacher's been saying how good he's been doing, and he's got little phone numbers from kids because some of the kids have phones. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
And I'm just really proud. Yeah. So my main reason for him doing this is because we're going on this cruise, and I want him to. I know that we always hang around, me and him together, but I want him to get
Right.
used to like meeting people. Like, hey, there's a bunch of kids over there. You're a kid. Go be a kid.
Right. The
Kind
last
of thing.
cruise you were on, though, right? Like, you recognize where he actually did hang out with, like.
Well,
And
that
made
was
some
only because I had to stop my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law from being like a hog over him.
Mm.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the last cruise, I kind of pawned him off on them and me and my wife were hanging out, and I hung out with my son a little bit, and then I saw the past like the last like couple days, I saw the helicopter, and so I started hanging out with him.
It'd be interesting. You should take a whole journal and like how to raise this child on cruises.
Oh no, I mean no parenting is fucking it's weird.
I'm kidding.
It's I mean I wish I could be there with him like this height. I mean just be that, yeah, nobody cares. It's elementary school, buddy. I mean they're
Well,
kids. Just
Well, yeah.
No, I actually
Yeah.
no. My point being though, like when you pointed it out, it's like okay, if you don't want to read for a half hour, like go out and be social. Like that's a
Yeah.
good compromise. Like they're
Yeah.
both solid skills
Yeah.
because
Right.
yeah, you could teach your child to be a real introverted nerd in all
Mhm.
kinds of reading, and they could be way above their grade school level, but they have no social skills.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
And
gonna
they'll be a fucking nerd.
they'll be a fucking nerd.
They'll get
and then, like,
wedgies.
I mean, what am I
He
picked
is a-
on? Yeah, because
he
I
is a
didn't.
nerd. I like it, but it's but I need him to learn
You
this.
can be also a
You can
social
be,
nerd.
yeah,
It's the
social
best
nerd, yes.
kind.
The awesome
Get laid and teach.
Jesus Christ. All right, Ashtray. Mustafa forever.
Mustafa forever.
Oh
God.
god damn it.
This is my neighbor next door. I put that fucking file in the folder there.
Oh,
It's like
God.
The
Okay,
video.
hold
It's
on.
so it'll be like in the folder that the outline is in.
All
in the
right,
Google
hold on.
Drive. Yeah, I'm sure it'll take a little while. Anyways, so he's my crazy black porch monkey neighbor, as he told me to say.
What the
Oh, he says to me all the time. Or he calls me porch. He's like, "Hey, porch monkey." He calls me porch
He
monkey.
calls you
What?
porch monkey, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sure he does.
He is
As a black man on his porch, I feel
he's a
very
veteran
triggered.
of we watch a video like that's thing like sometimes he annoys me because he'll hit me up at like odd hours in the morning like hey can I get a beer, can I buy a beer, like I'm a vending machine. I'm like, god damn, Mustafa. Or especially most annoying is when I have someone over. I'm like, Mustafa, fuck off. But it is
What kind of
that
neighborhood do you live in? Did you have people asking you for beer instead of going to the store?
Okay, so there's this whole
I know how
apartment
two
complex
family
next
flat.
to me. It's like eight apartments, and it's old, like probably built in the 70s. But it is like low income housing.
Gotcha.
rentals.
So you're on the border of the ghetto and white folk. I get you.
No, it is a nugget of ghetto in the fucking local east side, as Madison is trying to like they do have these low income housing spaces. They try to keep them small, but at the same time, like low income housing, sure, brings riffraff. But Mustafa is this old black man who went to war in Nicaragua. Nobody talks about. Basically, like Reagan sent them over there to, back up the fucking regimes that we were supporting at the time. And is that file like loading or not?
No,
You
it's
probably
0
have to download?
bytes.
Well,
What's that?
never mind.
Zero.
Just tell-
Bytes.
Yeah,
just tell the story.
it's a corrupted
Son of a-
file.
Anyways,
We can't-
Mustafa,
Just tell the story.
as far
Technical
as
difficulties.
he
Yeah.
you can't help but appreciate the love for someone who honors you as a charismatic person.
I'm pretty sure if he
And,
comes to your house and fucking, he was asking for cocaine when he came to your house at 2 o'clock in the morning, not beer. You
He
do
knows.
drugs with this man.
He's
You've done drugs with this
never
man.
asked for cocaine. I've also lived
You
with him long
have
enough
done
that
more
his-
than just a few mushrooms tonight.
yeah, he has.
his partner who he was with passed away in his bed
Oh,
just
great.
within this last year. And of course, because low income housing, right? My immediate fentanyl overdose, right? No,
No, that's the racism talking.
undiagnosed.
old.
No, not racism. She was white.
Well,
It
I would
was
say, okay, crack whore?
she had a basically undiagnosed cancer where she just died in bed, where he's like, "Hey girl, you know," and he's like, "Oh, got up and guys doing
Why
his
you
thing."
got to do the black boys?
I'm just
Hey,
talking
girl!
Mustafa voice. That's not black voice. That's Mustafa voice. This is how you tell-
What?
If you were to see this video,
I don't.
you
Well,
would
we don't
not-
have the
You
video.
yeah,
So
you sent a corrupted video, man.
all right,
yeah.
fuck you. I'll try to
the
load
colors,
it in there.
the colors fucked you
Anyways,
up, buddy.
move along. I love Mustafa.
Oh, awesome.
Even though he annoys me, sometimes he knocks on my window at 2 a.m. asking for beer. I'm like, fucking Mustafa.
Jesus
I'm trying to sleep."
Christ.
all this love you're sharing, I feel like you did Molly and mushrooms.
What?
all right. Letters Live is what I'm going to talk about. It is a series I found on YouTube where British actors just read shit like letters or fucking whatever, memos. And this is Matthew Barry. He's from What We Do in the Shadows. He's had
Okay.
he's a European actor and a British actor, so
Mhm.
he's been in a bunch of shit over there. What We Do in the Shadows is the first thing I've ever seen him in. So, but he's fantastic in it, and his voice is great. But he's reading the letter that Matt Stone wrote to the MPAA about the fucking movie they made.
All right, let's listen
So-
to it.
Notes we did and did not address. Number 1, we left in both the fisting and the rim job reference in the councillor's office scene.
As you do.
We did cut the word hole from arsehole, as per our conversation. 2, we took out the entire God has fucked me in the ass so many times. It is gone. 3, although it is not animated yet, we put in a new storyboard for clarification in the scene with Saddam Hussein's penis. The intent now is that you never see Saddam's real penis. He is in fact using dildos both times. 4, we have the shot animated that reveals the fact that Wyona is not shooting ping pong balls from her vagina. She is in fact hitting the balls with a ping pong paddle. 5, we took out the only reference to cum-sucking ass in the film. It was in the councillor's office, and we took it out. 6, we left in the scene with Catman's mum. And the horse, as per our conversation. This is the one joke that we will really fight for. Call with any questions, Matt. P.S. This is my favourite memo ever.
That's
And it's
pretty
just,
great.
fun little things like this. Like they have like live readings where these dudes have done it. Like I forgot who the actress was, but she read this fucking letter that like a 17th century duchess sent to her Dutch fucking husband or whatever, or fucking Duke husband.
Fucking husband.
Yeah,
They're
her
the
Dutch
worst.
husband. And she's like, I shall require 4 ladies. And it's just the way they fucking read it is fantastic. So anyway, check it out. Now we're moving on to the fuck what you think. This is where we tell you to go fuck yourself.
Right.
Oracle, NFL bullshit.
NFL bullshit. So NFL season is upon us, and Verizon.
It's just as exciting as it has ever been.
Yep, Verizon
Fucking lame.
gives, if you got like the full plan with them, you get NFL Sunday Ticket for free, which is pretty fucking kick ass. You know, we
you try to make it actually work.
Right, like we always, you know, if you're like, man, I want the NFL, you know, the whole deal, you got Sunday Ticket. Well, now they have it where Sunday Ticket, it's you can either get it through YouTube TV, which I was like, well, what the fuck? I don't want a YouTube TV subscription, or it's its standalone channel on YouTube. That actually works fine. But then when I go to watch this shit, it's like, wait a second. This doesn't include any of the local games. It's all out-of-market games. So I'm like,
what?
Right. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, fine.
Is this some sort of contractual thing where it's like you got to use your rabbit ears to watch?
Yeah,
this?
it is.
It is. That's a blackout rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Televised.
So then, I mean, hey, Sunday Ticket costs like $450 fucking dollars, and there are people that are spending that money on it. It works brilliantly on YouTube. Like, it's cool. You can have 3-4 games up at one time on your TV, and on Xbox you can actually you can select which one, and that's the one that the audio is coming out of, and then you can actually select it and it'll go to that game, or you can back out and go to these different games and shit. It's fucking amazing. But you can't watch an in-market game. So then I'm like, okay, fine. I see the NFL has their own subscription service now, NFL Plus. So NFL Plus,
sons of bitches.
Yeah, they have the in-market games. So I'm like, okay, here we go. We can do this. NFL Plus, it's only like $7 a month. And that's the complete package. And I'll have all this streaming shit, you know, be able to watch the games that I want to watch. Well, I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is working on my phone. I want to put it on my television. What the fuck? It's not going on my television. What is going on here? And I look it up, and NFL Plus only works on a cell phone.
Oh, fuck.
It does not work on a television.
Can you stream
even
it to
tablet?
your TV?
No,
Yeah,
you cannot.
You can't. Really? Wow.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
So just these knick-knack dumb fucking rules or whatever.
Okay, so I do have one question about the NFL streaming service.
Mhm.
For the in-market games, do you choose the team that you want to watch, or is it for your region? It just automatically just pick up on your region that you're in.
So
and
you can
gives you that?
you can choose Jesus Christ! I just had a cat go flying by me. Okay, you can choose. You can choose which team is your favorite team, but that is using the location data from your phone to know which region it's in. And I tried to spoof the GPS on it, and it did not work. So it seems
So you still can't watch fucking.
So
Packers
it's not
games.
as easy. I can watch the Packers, but I got to watch it on my phone. I can't watch it on the TV. Now,
Right, dude, like, I'm sorry, watching a game on your phone when you're in your house with all everything.
right.
Do you not feel like a cuck? Like, oh.
Can't you just turn on Fox?
Yes, I have bunny ears,
Right.
and this is fine.
Exactly.
But my fuck what you think is like, Jesus fucking Christ. can we
Yeah,
make
it's
this a
ridiculous.
unified
you-
thing here, man?
Because they got to pay the local stations, and the local
Right,
stations.
so you don't have cable, but you have internet.
Yeah.
Well, you should. I mean, you should be able to watch your.
But you have
local games
rabbit ears
online.
too, right?
Yeah, I have rabbit ears, and that's how I
Then
watch the
use your
game.
goddamn rabbit ears, because the
I-
rabbit ears is what pays the local
I-
station, and that's the whole point.
Okay, yes.
You have.
Ashtray. Ashtray, shut up.
I
Holy
do that.
balls,
My
dude.
fuckwit. Don't worry. I can watch Packer games. But the thing is this is just a little ridiculous. And also NFL. So it was pretty great. The first game of the season with Sunday Ticket, you should have seen all the chat stuff because it's on YouTube. So you got all the live chat if you want. People are like, what the fuck? I paid $450 for this and I cannot watch my
Yeah. Yep.
games.
Yeah.
And then the NFL fucking app thing, they're like, watch any in-market game, but they on your tablet or phone, and they forget to put in, well, they don't forget, they don't have TV on there because it doesn't work on your TV. They're being fucking shiesty about this shit.
At the restaurants, we have Red Zone, because if you charge the thing with the NFL game day, whatever shit, they charge you per TV, and we have 10 TVs in each of our businesses.
Yeah.
So that $400 is gonna be times 20 for us.
God
so a lot of people are like,
damn.
why don't you have NFL game day? And I'm like, because we don't want to pay that much money for it.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, there's a lot of venues.
And just have like one account and put it on all 10 TV, all 10 cable boxes. You have to buy one per box. So
the bar
get
has
you.
to be like, we're committed to bringing in football fans. Pay for that.
Word. All right. Ashtray, nothing.
Ashtray, nothing from my What's Sexy?
He didn't put
For your
nothing in.
fuck with
I don't
Fuck
think I have
what you
Oh,
anything.
my
think.
fuck what you think. Oh shit, I didn't put it in. Okay, I had a fuck what you think.
I'm
Fuck
down.
what
Okay, I
you
got
think
something
is
for mine.
fucking juggling old flames. Let's title it that way.
Jesus
Juggling
Christ.
old
Here we
flames.
go.
Yeah,
I know, right?
yeah. You're right. Here we go.
Another
So I
story
made-
of how you.
This
should
is a
have caught
dumbass
yesterday.
comedy of errors where like Ashtray is trying to balance commitments between basically drunk floozies, whose names I won't use, but we're also it's like, geez, goddamn Christ.
You fucking know who you are.
You know who you are, and you should be
Fucking
ashamed
know
of
him.
yourselves.
fucking-
You sons of bitches.
So yeah, a whole weekend of this is last weekend of ego juice where ran into an old flame on Saturday who was pumping me up and said, "Oh my God, Craig J, the best thing to come out of OkCupid." I'm like, "Shut up, girl. That's adorable, but also ages us." And anyways, so we made some plans with her. Or like, yeah, let's hang out soon. And then Sunday, at my meat raffle, another girl who I used to date, cause fucking so like she's at the point where she calls me after meat raffle. This is like 10:30. I'm like, why am I gotta go work in the morning. She calls me. She's like, hey, like, can I come over? And I'm like, you haven't even been in my new place. Anyway, she's so drunk, right? She's like walking the wrong way. Walks back to her.
Oh, she's so drunk.
Point being, it's like,
Well, did you come? What? Like what? I don't. Where are we going,
Where
dude?
are we going with this? What
my
is the
point
of
is,
this?
okay, anyways, on Sunday night, I made plans with a secondary old flame. So we'll say old flame 1, old flame 2. Old flame.
Did they battle it out for the cock? Is that what you're saying?
No, they don't even know
Okay,
each
then
other. That's the thing. They don't even know each
OF1,
other.
OF2. All right,
Point being
go.
is that like old flame 2 on Sunday, I'm like, she's drunkenly calling me like I want to come over and like all this nasty shit. And like, all right, and I'm like, fuck, I need to get permission.
Is this a
What kind-
long
what
ass
kind of
story
nasty
about how you
shit?
got
What kind of
how you got
nasty
laid
shit?
on
She's
fucking?
like, I want to lick your asshole or something.
But I'm gonna well, okay. Well, she was, yeah, not even
Fuck
my
you like
asshole.
an
No,
animal.
just like I
You just
always,
added-
I just
You just added 20 more minutes to the story, Mister.
10:30 at night on a
Exactly.
Sunday?
This is Sunday night.
I would
yeah. Of
tell
course,
this
it's after
woman
my
to
meat
get
raffle.
fucked.
This is after
Got
my
time.
meat raffle. This is after my meat raffle, mind you.
And why? What? I mean,
And point being is that like, okay, so I made plans
the
with Old Flame 2. We'll just do it real quick and too long, didn't read. Old Flame 1, Old Flame 2. We had Old Flame 1 on Saturday night. Old Flame 2 on Sunday night. Old Flame 2, I made drunken, or she was drunk, and I was like, okay, don't walk home to my place tonight. Let's hang out tomorrow night, Monday, right? Like, we'll hang out Monday night. And then fast forward to Monday, a completely different friend is like, hey, do you want to still get these tickets off me from this show? I'm like, oh, fuck. Coincides that Old Flame 1 is like, hey, can you go to this show at the Sylvie? And I'm like, funny enough, a friend was trying to unload tickets to me. All of a sudden, I'm doing this fucking Ticketmaster. Have you ever tried to transfer tickets through Ticketmaster?
I don't use Ticketmaster.
No,
they're
but
run
it's
by
probably
Satan.
terrible.
Well, if you go into big enough shows that are like Ticketmaster only, it's all
Yeah,
digital.
I don't go to
It's a
shows.
pain in the dick. Anyways, I'm like, I'm at this crux point. Okay, either Old Flame 2 be like drinks and sex, high probability of sex. Old Flame 1, high probability of dancing and sex. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta break off plans with Old Flame 2.
Is you think is
But whole fuck you think is that like
is that what your whole this whole 20 minutes?
I don't get what's going
It's not even
on.
20
I
minutes.
fucking holy shit.
You had to decide.
My
which
point
bit
is
to
that
fuck.
I
Is that
basically
funny?
decided, I told Old Flame 2, listen, I know I said we'd hang out Monday night because you were trying to drunkenly come to my place Sunday night to fuck me. Let's hang out tomorrow night.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then the next morning, I'm like, okay, Old Flame 1 wants me to go to the same show that another friend was trying to give me tickets to. I know, it's
Tickets
really
to them,
confusing,
you
right?
get that. No, it's not confusing at all. You
And-
just keep saying the same thing over and over.
Because you won't let me fucking just say it.
Okay, say
And
it. Go ahead and say it.
the
Yeah,
point being is I
we're the
broke
problem.
up plans with
Yeah, we are.
Old Flame 2 to hang out with Old Flame 1, and then going out to hang out with Old Flame 1, at the show, she's like, okay, she's poly, I get it. She's like, oh, I got 2 old boyfriends here tonight. I'm like, all right.
Oh, so you got
Who's
played.
the
You
cuck
picked the wrong one.
now?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, right? No, it gets even better. It
That
gets
was
even
the
better.
longest setup ever.
No, he still got more. He still got more.
Gets even better.
It's still going.
She then so like I'm dancing with some other girl who comes up and starts dancing with me, and then Old Flame 1 interjects herself because I think in my mind she's like, you feel guilty because like you're not taking me home. She's like he's really awesome, like he's super cool, I love him, he's safe, you should fuck with him. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, old pussy trying to help you get some new pussy, bro. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with it.
He's
Old pussy.
safe.
Feeling guilty that she's not taking.
He's safe.
The
Old dick
warts
home.
aren't presenting
Don't-
themselves.
That's
Don't
Yes.
worry.
Exactly, where I'm like, I was at the point where I'm like, I'm sorry about that. And then like the girl I was dancing with went straight like boop. And I was like, oh, what was your name?
Cock
She's like,
block, dude.
Mary.
He's
Mary
safe.
Magdalene. I'm like, I get it.
And that's when you flip the script and called Old Flame 2
Cock
drunk as
block,
fuck. I'm like,
yeah.
hey, I want to come over
Oh
your
yeah,
house
Old
and
Flame
do
is
all
too
the
drunk as fuck, and
nasty
she
G.
felt guilty that she had 2 fucking dudes there, and she tried to like uncock block me. She cock blocked me. You
Oh my
dumb
god.
bitch.
Anyway,
She cock
Anyway.
blocked you while she was another cock. We get it. Yeah, it sucks.
all right. I'm gonna talk about Karens.
Do it.
So I was in the dentist yesterday waiting for
Yeah.
my daughter. She's back there getting her cleaning. And the receptionist like leaves. I don't know where she went.
To go
This-
TikTok.
This like woman comes in and she's probably mid-50s. Total Karen, right?
Mhm.
Comes in all like huffy and shit. She's like, hello. And I'm like looking around. I'm the only fucking dude in the fucking in the waiting room. Right?
Right. And you're
And she's
not
not
an
looking at me.
authority.
She's like yelling over the desk, like she's looking for somebody at the thing. And I'm like, she's got to have some kind of dental emergency here. So she waits for like 10 seconds and then like pounds on the fucking desk and she's like, hello. Does it again and shit. And like fucking, she turns to me and she's like, "Does anybody work here?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man." Like, what do you want me to say? I don't know where they are, you know?
Right.
She turns back around, like, all fucking huffy. And then, like, finally someone comes out and she goes, "Can you tell me where this is?" She was just asking for directions.
What?
Are you
Oh
fucking
my
kidding me? She
Holy
comes into a fucking
shit.
dentist office from, like, off the fucking nowhere. She's not even on the right street. You know what I'm saying?
Let alone.
I
They're looking at the
Oh
final numbers
my
outside.
god.
Does she not have a smartphone that she could put the
That's
address
what
in
I'm
and go
saying.
do GPS?
She had to have. I don't fucking understand people, dude. Like, so she comes in yelling at fucking people who are just trying to fucking do their job at a dentist
Right?
or just wait for their daughter.
Here I thought she'd
And
be like, I got it too.
Holy shit, dude. It was
Wow.
crazy. It was like a Karen in the wild sighting. And that brings me
All
to
right.
Teddy. Speaking of Karens in the wild.
Boom.
You ain't got nothing in here, bro. What's
Yeah,
up?
right. I know. Ain't the only
I'm
one.
gonna make my fuck. Do you think Ashtray's fucking story? Actually, no. I did think
You
of
got 2 minutes.
I did think of something here. We the Cruz's family are coming up. It's about 18 days away, 17 days away. When I took too long to book it, I did want like a bigger suite than I got. So I said, you know what, you have to pay the full cruise off 90 days, and after I was like, I'll wait to the 90 days, and on like the day after that, I'll call and just up my room because I'm pretty sure people have defaulted on their shit.
Wait, what's that mean?
And,
You have to pay it off in 90 days?
So it only costs it costs like anywhere from $300 to $500 to book your cruise or in the room you want. You can book it as far out as the cruise will let you. But 90 days from the cruise, you have to have everything paid off.
Yeah.
Or like all the room shit paid off. So I thought
Otherwise,
call
like
after,
you're out.
you lose your spot.
Okay, I see.
So I thought I could just call the day after and just up my room because all the rooms I wanted, the room type that I wanted, the type of suite that I wanted was already booked out when I booked it. So I was like, shit. So I thought I can call after and get that better room. But that's not how Royal Caribbean works. After those 90 days, you can bid to upgrade your room. They do tell you the average bid for the room you want to get. And so I bid, and I don't know if it's like I'm waiting to see if my shit is like some people's bid has been. I'm part of the ship I'm going on. They have a Facebook group, so I'm like some people have gotten their bids approved and shit, and mine hasn't yet, and I've upped it like 5 times. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck, man? I mean, like, am I getting upgraded? What's going on here? So yeah, you can alter your bid up to 26 hours before your cruise. So I think because I've upped it so many times, they're like, we gonna see how far you're gonna go.
Yeah, right. Let's see. It just
Yeah.
keeps on going up.
Right.
Yeah, right.
The room I'm bidding for would have cost me about $1,200 more, and my bid is substantially lower than that.
Okay.
But you don't
But
know
I-
if you
but I
got it
only-
yet.
But I'm willing, right? I don't know, but I'm willing to go up to half, maybe a little bit more than half, for the bid. Because it would still be if I got the room, it'd still be cheaper than if I paid for it or booked it outright. So,
That's
but
clever.
I just want to know when fucking like come on, man.
Well, it pays off like people who like book flights and stuff too, where it's like you just like pay attention to it. It's almost like akin to stock market people. It's like you gotta watch those things for the right time to buy or sell. Like boom.
I just want to buy the thing. Just
I know, right?
give me the
Yeah.
goddamn
I'm just saying,
room.
Those people who
Dude,
don't have time to
Like,
pay attention.
Get out. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. That's the price. Cool. Let's do it.
Exactly.
What's the price? Yeah, bro, I'm the same
Right?
way. Just
That's
let
a
me
white
know my
thing.
shit is. Let me know my shit is valid. If
If
they
you
send
weren't the
emails
same,
here,
you're not the same way. I've never used
I'm
Groupon,
kidding.
motherfucker.
what?
Don't tell me. You're
No,
cheap. I get it.
Groupon sets it. No, it sets a price lower than the original price. But that's just to get a price. You gonna bash on a brother for saving money? How dare you save money?
How dare you
How
bash your brother
dare
for
you
saving
save
money?
money?
You think you're better than me?
I do.
No,
actually,
No. You know
Because I
what? He's
save
being
money.
Wow.
resourceful.
All right.
He's being resourceful.
Anyway, in all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Elon Musk. That's our show. We're gonna be here every Thursday night from I don't know our houses. At 10 p.m. Central, make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. You can't twiddle us because fuck X, Twitter,
Yeah.
and Elon Musk,
Twix.
Tesla,
We should just call it Twix to get.
Starlink.
Twix. Yeah, that's a
Twix.
good one.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
surprised somebody
There you
hasn't
go.
already invented that.
It's copyright. They have it. It's called a candy.
Yeah.
You have to choose left or right. It's like a game. You have to choose
Anyway.
left
Well,
or
it's
right.
emerged the
Like,
third.
shh. Like us, share us, the fuck us. We're down for whatever. I missed it.
I'm Oracle.
This is Ashtray before Teddy.
What?
Sir, you are fucked up, bro. I mean,
I am a little-
you are way fucked up, man. I worry about you, bro.
Hammered.
I worry about you.
Hammered.
Oh man,
Jesus
It's actually
Christ.
mushrooms.
that was
No,
great.
it's more than that. You got a bowl in your hand and a bottle of vodka next to
We
you.
all have it's whiskey.
Oh, sorry, whiskey. My
And
bad.
this is the Red Eye Report.
Is it Bushman's?
That was like a green
Teddy
bush.
say I'm Teddy? I don't remember. I don't know what's going
I
on.
did say I'm Teddy. I did.
Yeah, he
yes.
did.
All right.
And I love seeing how high Mystic is at the end of the show.
Right.
Look at those
Actually,
eyes.
before we cut out,
How you-
let's
how you
say
hard trying-
let's all give a round of applause for seeing Mystic. Everybody's like, we don't know that sexy
I'm
voice.
pretty sure Oracle has stopped the fucking the.
No, it's still
Yeah.
live. It's still live, motherfucker.
Oh, it is still live. Holy shit,
So,
it is.
round of
Jesus.
applause.
Round of applause.
Round
Let's
of applause.
Hey,
For
hear
my
me seeing
sake.
beautiful,
Mystic.
baby, let it out.
A little.
Right on. Love you, buddy.
All right. Yeah.
Definitely.
You're
The
like,
way
fucking
he
talk
said
about
love
me.
like 85 times. Like he's definitely done Molly. Right?
That's nice. That's nice.
I
That's,
wish I did, Molly.
All right.
I'll send you some.
Now I'm stopping it.